Hello, this is Palicopad and welcome back to more of the Curious Expedition. And we're doing awfully well. We're on our third expedition and we've pretty much got the same fame points we had at the end of our first expedition with Charles Darwin, which as it stands right now is the only one we've actually managed to finish. But putting that aside, we're doing okay. So anyway, yeah. Alpha 28, that's all I was going to say. We are up to Alpha 28, and although it's not a big update, there's nothing major that's been thrown in there to throw a spanner in the works. It's more of an aesthetic update. There are backgrounds which have been put in, which were, from what we were told, just placeholders before, which, to be honest with you, I never noticed. I was quite happy with the backgrounds, but if they're going to put in more detailed backgrounds, who am I to stop them? So there should be a few more interesting backdrops now, at least that's the plan. But enough jibber jabbering, let's crack on. We've got our next expedition to be getting on with. And we've got 3 destinations here. We have the demanding jungle, a well-balanced region. We have the monstrous desert. And we have the mysterious desert. Now, I did have a comment saying I don't do enough deserts, which is a fair point. The reason being, they're hard. They're hard and we're trying to complete the game. As in, we're trying to get one explorer to the end in first position. Just to open up one of the other explorers, which is locked off to me at the moment. Because I want this series to go on as long as possible. At least until it gets to version 1 anyway. And if I keep dying the way I'm dying so quick, then I'm not going to do it, am I? So, but I'm going to do it this time because... why not? Well, I know why not, but peer group pressure and all that. So we'll go to the monstrous desert. Although it doesn't seem to have as many shrines, it does have a caravan. Should we go for maximum shrines? Let's go for maximum shrines. Full of anticipation, I hurried to the harbour. The captain had yet to arrive, so I spent my time on the deck enjoying the cool breeze. I was greeted by a gentleman while I waited. He challenged me to complete my upcoming expedition within 80 days and offered a reward on my completion. 80 days. It's not long, really, is it? You have to be very lucky to find the pyramid within 80 days. And I believe on the 3rd expedition we need a moonstone, he says. I think. What to do? Well, let's accept it. Why not? Let's accept it. The gentleman nodded as I accepted his challenge. He tipped his hat and wished us luck on our journey. I was proud to see that tales of my previous expeditions had attracted quite some attention. I was approached by several capable persons that were willing to accompany my expedition into the unknown. Who did I want to recruit? Now, we currently have a full group. We have our donkey, Mr. Alfred. We have Nazir, the translator, who's okay. I'm not a big fan of him. Better sanity when resting in villages, although you have to have not annoyed the villages in order to do that. We have Riyadh, who is a trader, who I love, and the sailor, Bartholomew. Who do we have? We've got the missionary, rubbish. We have the cook, rubbish, and we have Archibald Wiley, the cultist. Gain sanity when consuming cocoa leaves. Not really too useful, and I'd rather, the only person I would get rid of at the moment, I think, would be the translator. He does carry more. Suffers from irrational, and he's angry. Oh yeah, because I stopped him from stopping behind. We'll make do. We'll make do this time around. My heart jumped with joy as I heard that our ship was but ready to put out to sea. What should we do? Purchase equipment or animal improvement. How much cash do we have? 180. So not as much as last time. But we do have 10 chocolate already, which is a good thing. And we've got bullets and a gun and dynamite. So we're okay for fighting stuff. Well, I suppose food's always good. Do we want to improve our animal? Mr. Alfred. A pack saddle artisan offered to improve the carrying capacity of animals. She was asked for quite some money, but the additional carrying capacity would surely be beneficial to us. Do I want to spend 100 funds on Mr. Alfred? We've upgraded him already, haven't we? No, we'll leave it. Okay, let's see what equipment we can buy. So we can get the whiskey. We've got some torches anyway. We're going to a desert, so let's take the whiskey. We've got rope. Machetes aren't useful here. How much are first aids? 5 for 60. Yeah. We'll take two. We'll take two just in case. And I think that's all do. Don't need the machetes. Don't need the empty canvases. We've got dynamite. We've got torches. Got rope. How much is a hunting rifle? Quite a lot. Quite a lot. No, that'll do. We've got our gun. That's fine. At least the ship is ready to leave the harbour. So let's set sail on Expedition 3. Very exciting. I think we're going to die. Into a desert. Okay. When you're ready. There we go. I was finishing up my morning toilet. Morning toilet. As we arrived at our expedition area. The land lay open in front of us like an invitation to an adventure. Well, hope you're white. No one likes a sandy bum. And then we can go to beginning the expedition. There we go. Got some water. In some territories, water is hard to come by. Awesome. We made sure to pack as many water bottles as we could get our hands on. We would surely be glad to have them in these scorching dunes. That is very, very true. We're still on a 4-region map, which isn't too bad. There's only 3 items in this. We've only got the one lit up to us at the moment. I believe we can get up on top of mountains, can't we? No, we can't. Yeah, I did. Yep, took that one. I remember that one. So it might be worth getting up on this hill here and just having a look around and seeing what's in the local vicinity. As far as upgrading somebody's concerned, I don't think there's much point in upgrading anybody at the moment. If we come across a village, I might upgrade Nazir, as we could grab some more Santi with him, as long as we haven't upset anybody. But first things first, let's get a lay of the land. And there we go. Open. Open, open, open. So, yeah, let's finish off this region first. Now we see where everything is in this one. We'll finish off with here because we might be able to pick up some water in the river. That's probably the best bet. It's going to cost me 4 water wherever I go around here, so let's go back. It doesn't matter that we've wasted a bit of time going there. I know we haven't got a lot of water and we're running out pretty quick, but we should be okay. So, oh, look at the ugly statue. I came across a fascinating man-made granite sculpture. The grotesque face seemed to look right at us. It was a disconcerting sight and I desired to move on. I noticed a few items by the statue. They must have been put there by people from a nearby village, presumably in an attempt to appease the gods. So let's see what they've left. And they've left a mushroom, which is the viewing distance mushroom, and the flute. So let's take them. Why not? We took what was useful to us, which is everything, which is always everything. And let's go 30. We've only got 4 water. Okay, let's eat the chocolate because it's going to melt. Delicious. Okay, and that should get us there through the desert, which is never a good thing. And that's our water gone. Oh, it's a trader. A trading caravan had set up camp here. The mysteriously dressed trader had a lot of useful goods on offer. Most of them seemed to be the remains of other failed expeditions. Always good to know. Very heartening that. Let's see what he's got. He hesitated before presenting us with a selection of his wares. We could not help but think that he had more valuables to sell. So we've got our trader. What's that? Binoculars, a wonder of optical science. These magnificent binoculars will slightly increase your viewing distance. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. How much is that worth? Wow! They're not that good. Okay, well, I'll humour you. How much is the mushroom worth? The horns? Okay, the bullet? So you want a mushroom, 2 horns and 2 bullets for the binoculars and my trading haggling. No, that's fine. We're good. The trader seemed to expect to see us again as customers or the next failed expedition to free of their worldly possessions. Nice guy, top guy. Right, so We can get up onto the hill next, or we can go around 48 to 46. So it's easier for us to move through hills and over grassland than it is to actually go along the desert. I suppose that makes sense. We're going to have some more chocolate though, that's for sure. 47 to 46, that's fine. I prefer dark chocolate, but thank you. I love chocolate! Oh, Johan, I always suspected. Always suspected. Alright, let's enter the village. We carefully approached an unknown native village. The villagers were a true sight, a shamanistic group. One of the natives was capable of speaking our language and introduced herself as Zedi Howie. She had learned English at a nearby mission. While inspecting our trek, she asked us what our business in her village would be. Treasures. Treasures. Can we rest? Are we okay with them? -1. We'll try. I tried to explain to Zedia how we were. We requested a place to sleep. After our recent adventures, she waved us in and welcomed us in the village. Upon our arrival, Nazador and Tarapur began to converse with the natives. Okay, so can we rest? We told the men to unpack and prepare our things for the night. We spent an enjoyable evening with the natives. Later that night, Nazir approached me with a request. He had fallen in love with one of the natives and desired to leave our trek and stay with his beloved. You know, I'm sick of you, Naz. I'm absolutely sick of you. You go. You go. I don't care. How could I reject his request? I wished him luck and congratulated on his newfound love. Study of the culture. I spent more time this evening on an anthropological analysis. Long into the night, I documented the rights and culture of his foreign people as they married Naz and then ate him. I got a good night's rest. The following morning, I woke as the village was already buzzing with activity. Our extended presence was perceived well by the natives. They remained very polite and offered us more help. Are they any happy with us? Oh, they're okay. Yeah. So now we've sacrificed one of our guys to them. They're okay. They're okay. So let's see what they've got to trade. Let's take the haggle. And let's take as many of these as we can. 3. That's fine. We'll take that. I came to an agreement with the villagers. And we'll go on that point. We packed up the trek and departed as new adventures awaited us. Right, so now we're overburdened. Let's eat the fruit, which takes us back down to 0 and give us some more health that way. We've got a region point. Now, if we go north, we can cut through the grasslands. 35, 55, 36. 33. So it actually works out better to go around, which is unusual. But over here is ridiculous. 71, 49. There must be a quicker around. Let's because we've got no water. Can we get water just by walking in the water? No. Once your water is gone, it's gone. So let's carry around. And see what this one up here is. We might have to fight. That's fine. We've got plenty of bullets. And we need to get some space anyway. Is he aggroed? Of course he's aggroed. Do we attack? Let's explore first. We arrived at a rock overhang. It would serve as a basic shelter against the elements. We'll rest. We settled down and allowed everyone to rest. It was a rather cold night as we rested by the fireplace. This night, Bartholomew Hawk Walsh began to quietly whisper from time to time, as if he was talking to someone that was clearly not there. Crazy. Oh, here they come. After days of resting, we prepared to head out again. This had been an ideal place for resting, thanks to the slanted roof over our heads. Enough rest, time for a new day. Yeah, I agree. Let's leave. Let's leave and leg it. Can we get there? Yeah, we get there pretty tidily. Oh, no, we can't. Right, 3 hyenas. What's the best way to do this? We've got medikits, so let's be reckless. Let's throw dynamite in there. Right, what can we do with that? Group damage. Damage of 6, which will kill 1 straight away. Group damage of 2, and it's a multi-attack. Does that mean I can kill them all at once? Yeah. We stripped what was useful from the dead. Right, so can't do anything with the meats. We won't worry about that. Hyena pelts aren't that valuable these days. They're probably more valuable than the mushroom, though. So we'll eat the mushroom next. So let's eat the mushroom. That didn't really do a lot. Never mind. And over to the next bit. And it's a cave. We found a cave. It led deep into the darkness. We required a torch to explore its secrets. Well, we got one of those. We lit a torch and descended into the darkness. We arrived at a small cavern filled with the remains of what seemed to be a failed expedition. The skeleton of what must have been a French explorer stared at us through hollow eye sockets. You worry a lot. We were delighted to see that one of the corpses was still clinging to valuable equipment. Let's have a look. So we've got a tome page of fertile lands, a page that was ripped from an ancient tome. It is written in unearthly alien letters, but for some reason you can read it. That is really useful. Right, so. Right, we'll eat all the chocolate next, so we'll take that. Don't need machetes. Climbing gear, we've got plenty of rope. I think that'll do. And we need to get somewhere where it's going to be useful to use it. Which ideally is probably down here. Or at least close to down there. Should we go up here first? 50? Then we can always drink the whiskey to travel back down. Yeah, because this will complete the region. So we'll get another region point, which means we could upgrade Riyadh, which I believe means that he might get an extra set of dice, which would come in useful. It's another cave. Yeah, there we go. Cool. Awesome. So we've got another action dice. Right, so we approached a cave. Its opening seemed to lead deep into the mountain. We needed a torch to move inside. So let's use our torch. We lit a torch and descended into the darkness. We arrived at a small underground lake. The water seemed very clear, sustaining the growth of vegetation, primarily many colourful mushrooms. If we were to invest some time, we would surely be able to collect some of them. We got a space. Let's do it. After spending some time in the cave, we collected some seemingly digestible mushrooms. Oh, water. Awesome. So we'll take the water. So we've got the blue mushroom, which is viewing distance, and we've got the red mushroom, which is one's health. So let's take them all. Right. Bear with me 1 second. Right. So we have this fertile lands tome, which would be useful, he says. We also have water, which is cool. 111. Why is it 111 when we've got 4 water? I don't understand. Right, so Riyadh isn't bleeding anymore. Neither is Bartholomew, and neither am I. But we are overburdened, and that's probably why it takes more to move. So we need to eat some stuff. So let's eat that. We're still short. Let's. Yeah, the mushrooms that healthy. Let's. I see. I don't know how to use the tome of fertile lands now, or we risk it. It's a lot to carry. See, everything else is useful. We could get rid of the torch. How many eyes do we have? We have 2 sets of eyes there. So 2, 4, 6. So we've got 1 in 3 chance in getting a dice on that. And then it jumps down quite a lot after. Screw it. Let's get rid of the torch. Does that mean we can move quicker to that? 31, that's fine. So let's drink a whiskey. Get over to this one. And then depending on... Oh, God. Right, we've got a tomb. Let's use the fertile lands tome now. So that'll kick that off, and we'll go and explore the tomb while that happens. A small pyramid had been nearly completely enveloped by the sand. It is likely to be a grave built by an ancient civilization. A small opening led into the darkness. Right, let's go and have a look. We entered the dark tomb. It seemed to be very old and had remained untouched for a long time. There was a stone sarcophagus in the centre of the small chamber. Well, let's open it up. What's in there? The smell of rot and decay filled the air as we were lifted the cover from the sarcophagus. And we have a mummy. Okay. Well, they are definitely more useful than the mushrooms. Arguably more better priced than the hyena pelts. So, because if we get damaged, at least we can eat those. But we've got the first aid kits. Let's get rid of the mushrooms. We'll take the mummy. We grabbed the treasures and quickly left. Cool. Right, that's going to span out. What is it to get to there? 52, 45, 42. I don't want to be travelling next to the raptor. Raptors aren't good in my opinion. So let's go down. That's fine. What about we went to there and to there? 52. That's good. That's good. So 52. That's good. Yeah, let's do it. We got into a dangerous sandstorm and completely lost orientation. I lost several days due to the storm. Ah, okay, fine. Well, it's only a little bit further up, so we might as well go up now. Oh, and a ship. We have a ship. We found something highly unusual. We found the remains of an old boat. It looked like an old pirate ship. It must have been here for some more than 100 years. I tried to read the name, but I had no chance. Time had eaten away its identity. You are being childish. I was sure we would find something valuable here. We formed small search teams and searched the place. More dynamite. Well, that stacks, so that's fine by us. Now we need to go down. Down, 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 down. So that must be the last thing in this region. 30 to get there in 2 water. How much water do we have left? Not a lot. Not a lot. Well, let's do it, because this is going to keep expanding out, which means travelling is going to be a lot easier. As long as we don't aggro the turkey. Have we aggroed the turkey? We've aggroed the turkey. Oh, we've got a cave. Good times. We approached a cave. Its opening seemed to lead deep into the mountain. We needed a torch to explore its secrets. No guts, no glory. Oh, there we go. No, we didn't. Rubbish. Who needed torches anyway? I lost all sense of time and space as we descended into the cave. Suddenly, someone started screaming in terror. Panic spread quickly in the darkness, and we barely made any progress for what felt like hours. I could not tell how long we kept marching through the tunnel, but eventually we saw some light coming from the end of the tunnel. So, kept marching through the darkness. Sorry. It had been Riyadh who had panicked. While we were able to slowly calm him down, the situation had been weighing heavy on the morale of the group. That seemed like we got off pretty lightly. We arrived at a small underground lake. We know what's here, so let's collect the mushrooms. And loot again. Right, so more water. Awesome. We should take that. We'll take the blue mushroom again. And we won't worry about the red mushrooms. Now, how much to there? 180? Is that because we're overburdened? Okay, so let's eat that. Now, 54? Party! Party, party, party. Oh, okay. Okay, so. Giant bird. Right, this bird needs to be taken out quick. So we shall use the dynamite. And use it like that. That's 8 damage. What does he have? 18? Oh, jeez. Okay. Can I use another dynamite? No. No, 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 no. Right, so damage 2, shield 1, or damage 3. Are we going for shielding, or are we going for straight up damage? He's going to hit hard, isn't he? Let's go for damage. Tactical advantage is 3. Attack, and then let's roll again. Double attack 2. Right, so as long as we survive this round, the bird should be dead. Okay, we got over that. Can we... Oh, what we got? 5. We should be able to do this. Okay. So what's that by itself? 1. Damage 1 enemy stun. So let's do that. Let's hold those and roll that. So hit him there. Hit him there. Oh, we can use a bullet. Forgot about them. Die! We stripped what was useful from the remains. And we got the bird feathers. I think they're more useful than the flutes. Cool. Oh, dear me. Right, so what are we doing now? What are we doing now? Well, we've upgraded this guy as far as we can go, so we might as well upgrade Bartholomew. There we go. Bit more health. And we can use the first aid kits too. Everyone's bleeding. Everyone's bleeding. We better do it. We set up camp to treat the injured. So, who is most hurt? Riyadh's probably the most important here, I think. We use the first aid kit to treat the injuries of Riyadh. He had some colour return to his cheeks. And then we can... Do we do Bart or Barty? He's got less health, hasn't he? Let's do Bart. We use the first aid kit to treat the injuries of Bart. Okay, so... frees up a space as well, which is pretty cool. But we really need to find this pyramid. So... 53... 57... 61... Oh dear. Oh dear. Okay, well, we've got to go there because we're running low on alcohol now. Just no more birds, please. No more birds. They're staying away. They know what's best for them. And we have another tomb. A small pyramid had been nearly completely enveloped by the sand. It is likely to be a grave built by an ancient civilization. A small opening led into the darkness, and we entered the dark tomb. Mankind had not set foot within here for hundreds of years. There was a stone sarcophagus in the centre of the small chamber. The small of rotten decays had the air. Loot, 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 loot. And it's another mummy. They don't stack, do they? No, that's fine. We've got space. We snatched the treasures and scurried out of this eerie place. And 10. And it's pointing down to say, well, sort of in this area is where the next bit is. There's no hills for us to climb on. What is it, 36? Okay, well, we're going to be pushing this one very fine, I feel. The only advantage of being in the desert, obviously, is you can see what's going on around you. Oh, it's another one. Okay. Well, we haven't actually... We've pretty much discovered the entire map, haven't we? So it has to be in that corner. It has to be. Okay, well, let's examine the tomb. Etc, etc. Blah-de-blah. Dust in the air. And another mummy. Okay, right, so this time we'll take the mummy, come out of the tomb, and drink the last whiskey. Party. Party. And we need to see around here. So 2240. So let's go through the grassy land and hope to God it's up here. Hey, there we go. There it is. There's only one place left, which is fine by me. 13, 16. But if we go up, no. Unless it's right next to it, I'm leaving. I'm leaving. The majestic golden pyramid rose above its environment, overcoming all the obstacles we had yet survived. Let's enter the pyramid. After weeks of travelling, great relief overcame me. I knew that the name Johan Huizinga would go down in the annals of world history. And it looks like I was wrong about the moonstone. It must be the next expedition. But, yeah. So yeah, there we go. A bit of a long episode. This is half an hour, but never mind. We've got what we needed to get. We finished first again. Awesome. So we're rocking it. We're way ahead. Way ahead. Splendid. Huzzah! Huzzah! So what do we get to choose this time? We have the navigator, increases the gained compass accuracy when uncovering fields. That's pretty useful, especially when we go to the larger worlds. Bullet hoarder, no idea how, but a character with this perk finds a bullet somewhere every couple of days. That's very useful. And adept receives an additional support die. I'm going to say bullet hoarder's probably better here. Navigator accuracy is okay, but when you start to have to uncover the pylons to make the pyramid come up out of the floor, that's no good because you've got to find the pylons before you find the pyramid. So, not too fussed about that. You can always do with enough bullets. Let's go for bullets. Right, let's see, how close did they get to me? Not that close at all. We're still what? 1600, so we're still over 500 ahead. Cool. Now we've got 56 funds left, so let's gift the mummy because we know the mummy's worth 100. We'll sell the 2 feathers because they're worth 20. Fame of 70, funds of 10. We'll gift the book. We'll sell the 3 skins. That's 111. We'll sell a mummy. 151. So we've roughly got what we had last time, but we have less foodstuffs this time. And we're 700 ahead. 800 ahead. Let's sell. We can only, they only ever give you 10 food though, don't they? So, and you can't take the money with you on the expedition. Let's gift it. So we are almost 1,000 points ahead of our nearest rival, Freya Stark. Although Nikola Tesla is right behind, Marcus Garvey's not that far behind, and Ada Lovelace, well, she's out of it already. And there we go. That is Expedition 3 done and dusted. It was a very good expedition. We seem to be having the roll of the luck. And we have deserts, and a jungle. Buried Golden Pyramid, buried Golden Pyramid, buried Golden Pyramid. This is where it gets hard, it would appear. So, yeah, we'll see how we get on from here on in. So thanks for watching, guys. As always, a like is appreciated. Thumb it up. And I will catch you on the next one. Take it easy.